So this is incredible. Because I was waiting, I'm like, when is I'm going to be able to see who is the top fans? Like, you can send super chats and stuff to boost you up. And I think if you comment more to boost you up, you can go and see the stuff on there. So apparently, I was like, what's the world going on with my rating system so I can see who is actually number one, number two, number three, or number four. So we are here. When y'all come in the room, say here. We love y'all. We are here with another episode of the Wiley Show, and we have the rating system. So if you comment, I get to see where you are in the chat. So we are here, and we are live. We have a lot of stuff that we're going to get into in the live. So the leaderboard is a place where fans can stand out in the community. The top three get special badges in the live chat. It resets every stream, so you can always try again. Then they have on here, how do you get on the leaderboard? You will need to collect experience points or XP. Here how you get them. Send live chat messages, send a super chat, and super sticker, or send a gift. That is how you get to be on the leaderboard. So what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Wiley Show. Now, we got a lot of stuff that we got to get into. And y'all saw the thumbnail, and y'all saw BMF in the thumbnail. Let me say this. I would love to see BMF back on top, because BMF have helped the economy when they was going to the strip club, when they was going to the clubs and stuff like that. They had helped make a lot of millionaires. And it's been a lot of white people that has been out here selling that white powder stuff, been able to have businesses, been able to have corporations. It's a lot of corporations that are still standing when they was benefiting off of slavery. So I've always root for black folks and be like, when they do something successful, I'm like, obviously BMF should be something successful, because BMF was definitely helping strippers make money to be able to send their kids to college, to be able to to be able to pay off the mortgage, to be able to pay off cars. They really helped the economy. So when I was watching the video, I saw it on there. I said they really was helping the economy. They really was helping the people out and about. And so I was like, BMF definitely should do something. It could be something positive. Do like a recording studio, because like if they try to go out and sell our white powder stuff, of course they're gonna get caught, because they be on top of black folks. They be trying to do that white powder stuff, and I'm just keeping it all the way real. And I'm making no difference. I'm keeping it all the way real when it comes to that. When I see y'all in the chat say, hey, I see you in that Sexy Forms 31. I see Tasha in the chat. I see Sweet in the chat. How y'all doing? Y'all came through to the Wiley Show, and it's just amazing seeing y'all here and showing love. Thank you all so very much for coming through. It's just been amazing, because I love the fact that my audience is able to watch the show. It's able to have a good time on this show, and I appreciate that, because it's so much noise out there. So much people were saying dirt on my name, and to still see you say, you know what, I'm gonna still rock with Wiley. I'm gonna still subscribe to his show. I'm gonna still watch his show. I think that's amazing. Okay, so we are here. Shout out to y'all. Let's get into this whole Diddy thing. Now, when I was in jail, they did have programs you can do where you can get out of jail early. But Diddy has enrolled in a prison program, drug abuse, and domestic violence as he awaits his sentencing. They said Sean Diddy Cole's reportedly taking part in a rehabilitation programs behind bars, geared towards sexual assault, domestic violence prevention as he awaits sentencing for prostitution-related charges. The 55-year-old mogul is currently participating in the STOP program, therapy, and drug abuse therapy. The outlet was told that Collins started seeking treatment for drug use ahead of his September 2024 arrest. Combs was acquitted early this month in a federal sex trafficking racketeering charges for which he would have faced in prison. Combs, whose sentence is set for October 3rd, was convicted on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution, facing 20 years total. Concept denied was denied release on a 100 with a $1 million bond and will still remain in custody ahead of sentencing. So, I they said this type of violence was happening behind closed doors. Personal relationships sparked by unpredictable bouts of anger is impossible to police with conditions, said the judge. Combs' ex-girlfriend Cassie, who explosive lawsuit kick off Diddy's reputation reputation and legal downfall in late 2023, testified to abuse she endured during their on and off relationship from 2007 to 2018. Now, when we get to this stuff about Diddy, and I'm just here saying this with love, I hope that he is in the drug abuse program and it's really going to help him. I hope that he do not go back and doing the ruthless drugs that he was doing because he was doing hella for drugs. I was watching one of the escorts did an interview and he was saying that Diddy gave him some pink powder and it had him dizzy, it had him throwing up, it had him having diarrhea, and he couldn't hardly get his balance back. And so somebody had picked him up and sent him to the hospital. So he went to the hospital and he was talking about how the drug just did him all the way wrong. Okay. So we already know Diddy have money. And I don't know if he's gonna sell the drugs. It's like when people get behind bars, they always do programs. They do Christian programs, they do mental health programs, but when they get out, they get back into doing wrong stuff and they get back locked up because they still want to do the drugs and stuff like that. Prada, you said, child, you know that man cannot wait to get out and snort coke and have a freak off. Of course, he's going to still do it. Now that he got off on the most serious charges, he definitely going to do that to get the most serious charges. Okay? He's not going to play around because when you go around and you look at Diddy life, it's a strong possibility that he is still going to be up there doing all type of crazy stuff. Okay, they said lefamine, ketamine, make you forget and be out of it. I work in pharmacy. See, yeah, I don't want none of that stuff to make you forget. I don't want none of the stuff to make you have runs. Definitely don't want none of that stuff. And I'm being real. I don't want none of that stuff to make you forget and have you have bloody nose. Like that's something I don't want at all. And you shouldn't even need none of that stuff to do that. That is crazy. So that's why Diddy is behind bars because he was like, it's a lot of stuff that he was doing with the women, women stuff. That's what kept him behind bars. Now, do I believe he needs to do 20 years? Yes. Out of all the stuff he did, he definitely needs to do 20 years. And I'm just keeping it all the way real. After all the stuff he was doing to Cassie, after all the stuff he was doing to Jane Doe, he definitely needs to start 20 years to let that be a deterrent that you can't be out here abusing your lovers. And I'm keeping it all the way real. Probably you say he needs 60 years minimum. Oh Lord. Not 60 years minimum. Not you want that man to be in there for the rest of his life. You said 60 years minimum. Wow. No, he don't get sentenced until October. He don't get sentenced until October. October 3rd. He tried to get sentenced early, but what was going on when he was trying to get sentenced early? The judge denied it. So he had to wait all the way to October. Even though October would be it, because like next month will be August. Yeah, next month will be August. Before you know, October would be here. I don't feel like he would get that much time. He might get like 4 or 5 years, but he need 20 years. And y'all, when I tell you I was reading today, this ran across my desk that they are dragging Rihanna. So Rihanna says she's not American in response to the Declaration of Independence question. So they asked her who signed the Declaration of Independence. She was like, "Well, I don't know because I'm not American." So somebody on Lipstick Alley said this, and I want to read it. They said, if Rihanna doesn't know who was the first person to have signed the Declaration of Independence and then just brush it off by saying, I'm not American, maybe it's time she go back home. The truth is, the United States gave her a massive platform, and it was American fans who helped make her a global superstar. She lives here, makes money here, benefits from everything this country. Wait a minute. Benefits from everything this country offers. Please do us all a favor and go back to your island. No one knows or even care about. If you're going to enjoy opportunities that come with living in the U.S., at least show a little respect for its history. This feel a bit ungrateful, honestly. Then somebody else responded, there are people born and raised here and don't know the answer to this, so let alone where Washington D.C. is, please. Somebody said, "LOL." Imagine waking up and your first thought is to try and start the lamest war of all time. Then somebody said the average American wouldn't be able to answer that question. Rihanna is not American, so I'm pretty sure her middle and high school education wasn't centered around American history. Some of y'all are triggered or by the weirdest things. Because I'm American, and I don't know. I was gonna say George Washington. I don't know the answer to that. I really don't know the answer to that. I'm not a history buff. History is not my first trade that I know. I know a little bit about the Constitution, the executive branch, the judicial branch, the legislative branch. Um, I know we gained our independence in 1776. Well, white folks gained independence in 1776. Um, I don't even know when was the American Revolution. Y'all don't judge me. I don't know the year. I believe President Lincoln freed the slaves. I believe he wanted to free the slaves for his benefit. The first president was George Washington. The president we have now is President Donald Trump. So I'm learning. They said she's not from America. They better back off of Rihanna. They always searching for someone to tear down. Said, yeah. But she didn't know the answer to the question. But she didn't have to say she's not American. Just say, hey, I don't know the answer to the question. That's it. That's all you have to say. All Love is the number one on the leaderboard. Antoine Smalls number two. Kimberly number three. Okay. Look at y'all. Look at y'all. It's glad to see you here. And I was praying for you, Rico. I see Rico in the chat. I was really praying for you because I saw that they had called the cops of you beating your dog. And I'm definitely was praying because I know you have a dog and stuff like that. And that's what I'm saying. Anytime you want to discipline your dog, just don't do it on camera. Because if you do it on camera, then people would be like, hey, we're going to call 311 and all that. You got a nice dog. I know they called because I went on your video. You said they had called. So you definitely don't want to do it on the internet, because you had issues with the cat before when you was disciplining the cat. So you don't want that on the internet because if it's on the internet, then people would be like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to call." Just like if you have kids, it's not good to discipline your kids on the internet. Because if you just put them on the internet, then people be like, "Oh yeah, I'm on a call." LOL, trust and learn. Okay, I just want to know that you learn your lesson. It said, "Thanks, Wiley, in the chat for the advice you gave me about the lady who harassed me on the job a month ago. I ended up leaving and finding work from home job and working on starting my business." Well, that's a blessing, Antoine. That's a blessing. Glad you're okay. Yes, I'm okay. But everything. Or Rico, somebody said you do not need any animals. Are you saying that towards Rico? Because Rico offered you guys, Rico had offered me to live with him. Is that still open, Rico? Do I still have a place at your heart in your room? Rico had offered me to live with him. A lot of y'all don't know that. Rico definitely he had came through and Rico offered that. And it's a blessing, Antoine, that you followed the advice. You went on and got you another job, and we wish you well. I pray that you start your job and you start your business and it's successful. I pray for that. I pray that it's successful. I really do. Rico said you can anytime. I'm gonna hold you up to that, Rico. That's a blessing. Can y'all see me in New York? Let's see this. Kimberly said, Wally, what do you think about the guy that ran and left his son and got kidnapped, but they got him back? Something suspicious about that. I think it's crazy. A lot of stuff we don't know the story to. Maybe the father is in a gang and they was retaliating, trying to get the son. I did hear about that. It's really sad. I'm happy that the little boy has been found. That's a blessing. But then I'm also hearing that the little boy mother got criminal charges. Did y'all hear that? That she has some criminal charges, pending criminal charges. And I was reading that across my desk. She has some pending criminal charges. That's what I was reading. So it's a blessing that they found them. It's a blessing that they found them. Definitely. That's truly a blessing. So y'all, on yesterday, I was watching Armon channel and he was on there on Nicki station head. And he decided to go and hit the link and call it to her station head. When I tell you, Nicki said you had on jogging, I think he a jumpsuit. I'm like, he ain't having no jumpsuit. Nicki was being shady, but it was good promo for Armon to have that whole situation with Nicki. And then this whole thing was Miss Sylvia, and all of this about Armon got beat up at the park, and I was like, that's cap. Because if he got beat up at the park, everybody would have been recording all type of stuff. But there's been a lot of stuff that been going on about Armon. They've been saying a lot of stuff, and then I'm like, it was a person I thought was cool with the show. He called me wild eyed. I'm like, Gerald, what? We don't have no problems. Why you call me wild? Why you could just say wild? We brought him on Two Man and Lady and stuff like that. And all that he was saying about Armon. I don't know if y'all watched it, but he was saying about Armon that Armon does powder and he's a powder head and all this stuff. And I'm like, what's going on? Because I really thought Gerald was cool with me. So when I heard the wild eye comment, I was like, I guess he feels some type of way. I don't know why. Because all I did was just being helpful. You know what I'm saying? We used to talk on all the time on the phone, but I guess I made up with Armand. I guess he feels some type of way. I don't know. I don't know because he really was that. It's crazy. So everybody wants to be for Wiley. Wiley continue to be great. Yes. And then I was watching earlier on the night page. He was trash me all on his Twitch, saying all crazy stuff. Said I stay in a mental health institute. He said I say at the AIDS Foundation place. He was just putting out all type of rumors. Then he had the audacity to send me a $1,000 cash out request, not sending me $1,000. He sent me $1,000 cash app request, talking about he homeless and he need $1,000. I'm like, I don't even have $1,000. Even if I did, I will give it to you because how nasty you been talking about me. Then he decided to trash Deidre and talk about Deidre. She's over here moderating over there. Then she was talking about her page. I'm like, listen, we just having our own, just mind our own business over here, okay? And when a person reached out to me with the text, it all stemmed from this text, you guys. It all stemmed from this text from an anonymous source. This from an anonymous source. I have been getting dragged by denied, and this is an anonymous source sent this to me, and here I am getting dragged. It's crazy, but let me tell you, I listened. Someone told me about it. And they said, you got to be careful, Wiley, because he's going to change. He's going to dish you. He's going to do this. And be careful. And then, like that next day, he did start trashing. I said, Lord have mercy. And it's so. And I, if I was still cool with Gerald, I'd be like, Gerald, don't play Armon with his content. It's because he flagged pages. Like if you play his content, he don't fool with you. He'll flag the page. Because I remember with Auntie Hammy, she had played Armand Wiggins content, and Armand Wiggins had flagged her channel and everything. Yes. Or did I say your mother and uncle had? Oh yeah, he did say they had a relationship. They was getting it on. That I was born from that. He said all type of crazy stuff. I'm like, that never happened. What the world are you talking about? Now, mind you, he's supposed to be on Twitch talking about a whole other stuff. He talking about me all on his Twitch. Then he said about I went to sleep on Twitch and I gained so many followers and viewers than when I slept when I was on YouTube. But you still posted on YouTube. It's not that gravy over there on Twitch because if it was, you wouldn't be over here posting on YouTube. Then he showed a receipt of YouTube when they took his channel and showed her that he was doing some crazy stuff. And then he said on Twitch, y'all trying to take my Twitch down. And I sent them an email saying I played a dozens. Come on now. He said, and y'all was successful. I'm like, child, did I stop it? Just stop it. And this whole thing with Gerald and Armand, I'm like, Gerald, if you covering the trial, just cover the trial. Why are you so upset about Armand? Like, what did Armand do to you? I never asked him personally, but he have always been saying, oh, he's a cokehead, he's this and this and this. And I'm like, did you just go to the Diddy trial just to start drumming with Armand? Or did you go to the Diddy trial just to get some information? Because Armand did an amazing job covering the trial. And he was like, I was on publications. I said Armand was on publications too. He was on TMZ. I know a lot of people trying to be shady about Angelique. Do you know Angelique Yee's show is syndicated? Do you know they have a market in Detroit? They have a market in Chicago. They got a market in Vegas. You can hear her all across the country. So people that they're throwing shade, that's amazing. You get that gig, you all across the country. You become mainstream. Definitely become mainstream. So yeah, talking about him, I'm like, it's a lot of people They want a moment with Armon. They see the clout. They see the vibe. They see that he's moving up, and it's just like a hater rate. I see if he did something to you. Then if he did something to you, then I can see. Oh, okay. We haven't done anything to Jero that I don't think. I don't think he have done anything to Jero. But Jero was getting. He was saying stuff about Miss Sylvia that she was getting in with her daughter. I'm like, oh Lord, y'all was saying too much on this internet. And so I believe Armand's a good dude because it's my buddy's friend, and she said he's good people, and she didn't just deal with anybody. Okay, that's a blessing. He probably in the bushes watching. He needs to help. He think everyone's out to get him. That's the same thing about do not do. He think everybody's against him. He think everybody is against him, and I'm like, dude, it's not like that. Because I wasn't even celebrating when he lost his YouTube page. I'm like, really? Okay. And Joe, that's the guy from North Carolina Beat. He owns North Carolina Beat, the website. Because I was like, when he called me, wow, I'm like, well, wait a minute, when did we have beef? We ain't had no beef. I'm just over here minding my business, so I hit the page to catch the replay, and the first thing I hear is wow, wow. I'm like, what? What did I do? I ain't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. They said Wiley Red Bull drinks Russia hard. Try not to drink too many a day. Okay, thank you for the advice. Somebody said he's been mistreating people he doesn't know. He who reported that child. He doesn't know. He was just assuming. He think he's funny and a natural laugh can't come out when he calls himself dragon. I think you are naturally funny to me. Do not doesn't makes me giggle. Okay. You probably cool with somebody he doesn't like. Well, for me, because I said I was gonna be cool with Armand, and I'm cool with him. And I see the people just coming at Armand's head, and it's just a lot of hater stuff. And then he was talking about how North Carolina people saying, "Yes, I gave Sylvia a ride." I'm like, we all knew that Sylvia lady, Miss Sylvia lady, is weird. She got arrested because she put an air tag in a dude's car. She do a lot of weird stuff. But why would you went to go pick her up? And then Miss Sylvia is messy because she went to North Carolina Beat and said that Armand said not to be around you because you was talking about him. And I'm like, Armand has every right to say that because North Carolina Beat, aka Jero, he did do videos about Armand. He did a couple of videos about Armand. He put out a video when he was in New York, said that he had got into a confrontation with Armand. I'm not gonna say fight. I'm gonna say like a confrontation with Armand, and Armand denied it on his platform. Denied it on his platform and said no, that did not happen. But I knew Armand was gonna get a lot of hate. As soon as you start getting on Nancy Grace, you start getting on TMZ, you start getting on Esli. That's all a blessing. It's like they associate with these people in order to create a mess situation to talk about on the internet. That's what I see. And that's what Armand was kind of saying, that people come to the trial stuff just to start something when they go back home. And be like, oh yeah, I don't like her because of X, Y, Z, which is crazy. Which is crazy. Because I don't be bothering nobody. I just get on the platform. When that person send me the text about the night, I just read it to my audience. And then they was like, yeah, he was getting money from his subscribers, and he was being mean to him. I'm like, you can't be mean to people that help you out. And said, I just found your channel again. I didn't know you were back. Yes, I'm back. What? You didn't know I was back? Now I'm getting it back into the algorithm because a lot of people didn't even know. Like I was telling Prada, a lot of people didn't even know that I was back. So share the page, donate, share the page, come through. A lot of people did not know that I was back, and I've been back. They said I haven't seen you in over a year. What? You didn't know? Yeah, I've been back since last year. Like, come on. Yeah, I've been back since last year. It said turn the bell back on. I keep mine on. Okay. They said I found you because denied, so I check you out. Well, thank you. Welcome. We're a good-hearted channel. We don't be dragging people too much over here. We're a good-hearted channel. Well, we talk about trending news. We talk about what's going on and all that good stuff. All that good stuff. We talk about all that. And even with the whole deny situation, I said if he's homeless, he could come to Vegas because I know some resources that can help him. If it is true, but if he said he's not homeless, that's good. They said, yes, you just popped up on my feed. I was like, oh my God, he's back. Good to see you doing good. Yes, back on my meds, back healthy, gained my weight, everything. Because at first I lost a lot of weight and I gained it back, child. Yes, doing good. Thank you for coming through. Thank you. You tell the truth about him, he tells lies about others. That's the difference. Yes. And I would love to interview his ex, Brian. I would love to hear from him and see what he got to say. I would love to hear from Brian and be like, Brian, what went on with you and Denai? Did Denai abuse you? Did he hit you against the washer and dryer? Did he body slam you? How many inches did he put inside you? Was he rough? Was he rough? Did he do on you? I just want to know. Or did you do? Did he do on you? Because when a person sent me the text, I'm like, what in the world? Because I need to know. I'm like, is it what it is? And I want to just talk to Brian because when I was reading the text, it was saying that he was harassing Brian Family. I'm gonna read it again to the people. Oh Lord, let me see. It said the real reason Denai is crashing out and going out to everyone is because he is homeless. He is no longer living at blah 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 blah. He played with his abused ex-partner Brian, a white man. So the person is white, who was in a pushing out video that Danny Robinson have on her website, I can't.com. Now I gotta see if any of my team members were able to go on that website. So hopefully they can let me know. When Denai went to Brazil, he was already been evicted by Brian. So he's been evicted by Brian, who was trying to get away from him in his abusive ways. Denai did some of the evil things to Brian, the text said, including harassing his family and employment. Denai ran to Brazil, pretended to have a fiance there who Lady T showed everyone didn't want him. This is all real, true tea from someone who knows. And now he's got himself into a bit of a spot. He is standing in a hotel, pretending to be at the same apartment, which is not. So he said that you were homeless, sweetheart. he is homeless and crashing out. Deny is a true narcissist and psychopath. He can never feel love or truly give it. I believe God is a healer and can heal all, but you have to want it. This is what it said. Deny is a demon possessed and has been for a long time. He's actually crying out for help. If you listen to what he said today on his live, he said, I wish I wasn't beautiful. Because if I was, then you all would, how dare you do all of this? Remember, Lucifer was the most beautiful angel. Danny website is ican't.com. And that's what he said. Hey, y'all. I was waiting for that beat to pop up in here. Oh, you talking about? He lost a lot of support when he went to NYC. Why doesn't he keep it real and tell the truth? Hey, Wiley, what's up? I live in the Bronx, and he was saying in the Bronx, people did not like him. I'm going to just say that. What? Tell me the tea. Give me the tea. He seems very ashamed of his childhood, which issues come in his life. He said he didn't even have the money to leave New York City. That's why he was crashing out at first. What? Are you serious? One of his raggedy minions. They said Deny is a nutcase and I can't take him serious. He lies nonstop. And on my top fans say love, and they got on here game with Nat. Then they got on here Rico Reports number 3, S1 Phone number 4, Kimberly number 5, Kendra number 6, Tasha number 7, Prada number 8, and Reed number 9, Tasha 314 number 10, the Petty Pendergrass number 11, La Table number 12, Daily Dose of Dress number 13. Oh wow, it goes okay. Y'all is in here. Thank y'all for coming through. But yeah, he was saying I was saying at the HIV housing. I'm like, no, I don't have HIV. I'm not saying at HIV housing. He was just saying stuff. He was just saying stuff. Now, if you want to call in, the number is 702-355-9581. He said I live in a room with multiple people in a bunk bed with multiple people. I said, Lord have mercy. Wherever he say to me, he's projecting of his failure. Whatever he said to me, he's projecting of his failures. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay? Yeah, he does a lot of projecting. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm just saying, what up, Daily Dose of Jazz? I see you in the building. I say yes, I'm gonna go live and I'll talk about it. He was just crashing out. He was staying by the Concourse, not too far from Fordham Road. What? You keep 100 about everything that's going on with you. You would stay. He would say if you were staying where he said you were staying, you wouldn't have a problem with that. Nobody. Yeah, real talk. Yeah, real talk. You know, if I had 450 people, I tell you. The other place I was at had a roommate, and I told you he had cussed me out. I was like, oh Lord, why are you cussing me out? I'm like, oh Lord, just cussing me out. No, I live in the Bronx. Okay. Well, he was there to cover the case, and then he had got sidetracked. Sidetracked. He saw all the people going to New York, and he definitely had got sidetracked. That's tough for his background. Okay, I'm from the Bronx. LOL. So he was staying in the Bronx. What? That's something. Yeah, exactly. He went to the protest, and that's what it went down. Yeah, he should never did that. He just was doing ultimately doing the most. He was just doing the most. Yes, he was in the Bronx. I live in the Bronx. Oh, okay. I would love to go to New York and do a meet and greet in New York. I would love to. I would love to. If I was there with Rico, we could do meet and greets. Rico, is you still here? We could do meet and greets and everything else. All that in New York. Daily Dose of Jazz said, "Oh hell no, Wiley." Daily Dose said, "No sir." And why don't play? They almost beat his A few times. He runs off too much. He was lucky. Somebody say he's sick guy with no conscience. What? Remember him saying that on his live that he had nowhere to go. Then the next day he said he was staying with a brother or sister, but he lies and grifts off his sub so much there's no telling. You said I was referring to Rico by the way. LOL. Oh Lord. Lord. Lord, Lord, Lord. Lord, Lord, Lord. You tried that. Product, you can come on up. Do you want to come on up to encourage people to come on up? Product, did I see the link? Let me see if I see you the link. Let me text you the link. I don't know if I send it to you. I just sent it to you. It say he's so ashamed of the truth he will and will bet his life on somebody. Yeah, yeah. But I just when the person came to me with the receipts, I'm like, I'm gonna read it to the chat and we're gonna see where it goes from there. But what's they saying no for me staying with Rico. If y'all want me to live with Rico, press one. If you don't want me to live with Rico, press two. Press one if y'all want me to live with Rico. Press two, no. Press one, y'all want me to move in with Rico. Press two, no. Press one, y'all want me to live with Rico. Press two, no. One, that would be a great reality show. Because you don't just make up stuff about somebody out of the blue is what happened in your life. Hope he knows, folks know it. Absolutely. Thank you. One person said one. We got two ones in the chat and one, two. Put your vote in. Was I able to work product when I sent the link? Let me know if was I able to work on your end. Let me know. Because I hopefully it work on your end. They said didn't send. I sent it to you. Oh, hold on. Let me send it to you again. Okay. I think I sent it to the right one. I probably sent it to somebody else by accident. They said he will turn to you in a heartbeat. Are you talking about Denied? Let me see. Is it working?
Yes.
Oh, okay, it's working. Welcome.
Hi. Hi, guys.
Yo, we have been dealing with a lot of stuff with this Denied stuff, and people talk about on the other channels and everything. He was saying, I hope you getting paid. You're getting paid. You know, I'm like, the person, we don't even know who is the person. The person is anonymous.
Woo!
He's staying in a room with 6 other people on a bunk bed.
I'm weak.
That's what he
Now,
said.
do y'all okay, so Wiley is in his room right now. Do y'all see or hear anyone else in that room?
Facts. Any TV playing, radio playing, talking about all, okay. This is one of the most quietest shelters that you ever been to. Because he said he in the bunk bed. Then he said I with the AIDS Foundation. Now mind you, he got kicked out of the AIDS Foundation apartments because he didn't have it. Or he tried to say he had it to get free room and board. So they must have got a blood test. And they was like, oh no, you don't qualify for this. Get out. And they evicted him. They said so what he could dish it out and can't take it. And they say I know some weird people, but just by hearing him, he's an awful person. So I said talking about getting people paid thousands for talking about him. I feel like it's crazy. Yes. I'm like, where's that thousand? Because I didn't get it.
Oh
And
my
then he sent me a
gosh.
$1,000 request, cash out request. And I looked at that, I said, did this Negro
Oh my
think
goodness.
I'm gonna send him $1,000? He tried
He's mad you called him out about his background. He doesn't want us to see his roaches and moles.
that. Yeah, because he got the green screen. He could have easily proved me wrong. He could have been like, this is my place, this is a tour around my apartment, and everything like that. Reason
Mind you, Wiley is at a shelter and he don't even have a green screen behind him. So you know what I'm saying? What really do you have going on to where you
Mhm.
just not taking that green screen down, but you still on the internet dragging people, then you dragging people's moderators, and then you sending your raggedy followers over here like we not about to drag them, block them, and then continue to drag them. Hey Carter.
And it's just truly a blessing to see y'all in the chat and stuff like that. Because one lady was like, I didn't even know you was out. And then I see you on my timeline. But y'all thank Prada because she be sending me topics. She be encouraging me to go live. And I kept my word by going live more.
Yay.
No more roommates as a no, because they used to get on me. I'm like,
Right?
oh, you know what? I want to talk about this subject, but the roommates in here,
Then you couldn't go outside because your phone was gonna explode.
the phone gonna explode. It's heat up because you go outside. If under that sun, and now mind you, it's hot. It's not even an October weather yet. We still in the heat of the summer. I mean, it's hot, hot. And I'm getting used to the heat here in Vegas. I'm getting used to the heat. Um, because I be outside a lot. Uh, but it's not good for iPhones in this heat. No, no, this is not an iPhone friendly. Need an Android. And then I was asking people Androids. I'm like, do y'all Androids heat up? So
No,
Prada, your
sir.
Android don't heat up at all?
No, sir. That's why when you said that, I was shocked. I'm like, what do you mean your phone heats up and turns off?
Yes, it does. And they say you gotta wait till it cool off for it to turn back on.
Woo! So what if you were in an emergency situation?
Well, you just out of luck. They got you.
Wow. That's
They
crazy.
said, I missed you in Texas. While oh, I missed you too. I can't wait to go.
Oh,
I would love to go back to Texas, like for real, for real. The Midwest summers are the best. Oh, okay. I haven't been to a Chicago summer in a while. In a while. I have been to Texas. It's hot in Texas. have been to Las Vegas was hot, but it's been a while since I've been to a Chicago summer. Chicago summer. Let me see. They said exactly always talking about people are looking down on everyone. Karma. He said, B, I told him humble himself and he cussed me out. See? We don't do that
Yikes.
over here. They said you need a Red Bull sponsorship. Okay.
Facts. Okay.
And I said I'm back, and I was listening to who was that? Jada was like, "I'm so glad you giving single people advice because I had brought the caller on, and I love the callers. That's why I wish y'all would call in more." But this lady said out of her mouth, "Can you give Diddy my number? I want to talk to Diddy." And I'm like, "Who is this calling me this early?" Did the lady said, "I don't know how to email." Well, you don't need to be reaching out to nobody if you don't understand. Do you know how easy it is to send an email? Then she said on the phone, "I'm bedridden. I haven't had sex with my man, but I need to reach out to Diddy to talk to him." I said, "Ma'am, you just as crazy of it." Then Miss Barbara left me a voicemail saying, "Wiley, we need to do a show on mental health." Because when I was in a witness protection program, I got out of the witness protection.
What?
I got on the witness protection program, got on my meds. Somebody like this lady, I should have never gave that lady my number. She called me so we did do a show on mental health, and she said she want to talk about when she was part of the witness protection program. I said, "Here you go, Miss Barbara. Is she okay? But she could go left in a second."
Yeah, she was over there. She called into AT2's channel and he had to get her dumb ass off of his line because she over there, always over there talking shit. She dragged you, then she was trying to drag me, but he had interrupted her and they started talking about something else. Barbara, don't bring your raggedy ass back over here again, okay?
And she said, "Watch him talk about me now, because sees the bushes, watch his smile. I do not care." But yeah, that's what he does. He'll watch the chat because he was trying to drag Deidre, talking about her as she's a mod sister, and I've been knowing her for a while since the B sector. And actually, I met her in Vegas. She came to Vegas because Katorba was like, "Yeah, we got a lady coming from the B sector." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then Deja came and we had a beautiful conversation. She said, I'm Wiley daughter," and stuff like that. Because I've birthed a lot of the creators that you see in the B sector. They were all subscribers, either subscribers or they was moderators. And they cracked up alive and they got their own channel. They say he doesn't embarrass anyone what he lies on people about. He's the one embarrassed. If you tell the truth about him, he can't shame Wiley with the truth. Yeah, you can't show. I tell the truth. I'd be like, "Hey, I'm homeless. I need help. Need some assistance. Help me out." And y'all was sending me resources. Some of y'all was sending cash apps. And Couture, not Couture, Lord have mercy. God bless her sister. Prada was encouraged me to go live every day. Every day. Said go live, and I'll be trying. I'm like, now definitely go live. So our checks could get bigger on YouTube because you get paid by the viewership and stuff like that. And we still haven't gotten our story. She haven't sent me a story yet. I can't wait to Prada send me because it's probably gonna be Prada. When she sent me that story about Oprah. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna tell the story. So Prada sent me the story about Oprah Winfrey that she was getting cussed out by Warner Brothers with the failure of the Color Purple movie. So I talked about it on TikTok and I forgot about it. Talked about it on
Yeah,
TikTok, forgot about it.
it
Got on the
blew up.
plane, came back, it blew up to over 600 and some thousand people was watching it. I think that's like the highest video I ever did. And then I was doing the shorts on YouTube, was doing, but that short on TikTok, it was amazing. Yes, some people was dragging, a lot of people was dragging Oprah, and I was like, Prada, thank you so very much for that. Thank you. Like some of the stuff she sent me, I'll scroll past and do it. But this particular story, I just so happened to read it and go on the short on TikTok, and it got over 600 some thousand people watching. And while they sleep on the sidewalk, he will let us know so we'll know when he lies. So as he tells them, yeah, he does it for
Right.
everybody with bull crap. Yes, I would definitely
Exactly.
let you know when and they definitely because I would have let y'all know when I was outside sleeping outside, but I didn't have my phone then. I had to call to contact the company to get it mailed, and I was so nervous getting an iPhone mailed to the shelter. I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna be able
Oh
to get it.
wow.
And then I was able to get it to come back. And the only reason I wanted my iPhone, so I should have did an Android. Thinking about it, because I was trying to get into my YouTube account.
Mm.
with the same number because I put the security thing on there where you have to text me to the security code, so you have to do about that 773 number. So I was like, man, I got to get my phone on. So now that it's back on, I was like, okay, it's good. So I'm just glad that we back on YouTube. I'm glad that we had good graces. And I will hit the link because I was like, why you don't ever hit the link when I'm go live? I'll be so busy just watching it. Either I'm at dinner or I'm getting ready for my own show. I'm like, oh, I got to get ready for my own show because, y'all will get mad at me if y'all see me over there and I'm not on my
Facts.
channel. Y'all will let me have
Exactly.
it. And I said,
Right.
let me go live on my channel and stuff like
You are
that. So
100% correct. Yes, sir.
so
Mhm.
so we, so we can talk about it. I already know tomorrow that uh, that Dada is gonna trash me uh, tomorrow. I've already in my mind said of him going to trash me and dog me like he dogging everybody else out on YouTube. Okay. Somebody said I'm eating good. Yes, I am eating good, but I'm gonna be back in the gym. I did contact the company yet, product because I'm overslept and I always forget it. But I'm definitely gonna contact them so I can definitely get back into the gym and working out and everything. But now I have to place somebody now. We have to wash our own clothes. I have to find out a laundromat that I need to go to the store and get laundry detergent. And I haven't done this in a long time. Taking clothes on the bus, but it's the first time for everything. But it just give me more stuff to talk about. They said, right, it's nothing for him to tell the truth. You're good, bad, or ugly. I don't know for what he calls himself doing. He's the one shame of the truth. Anyone else would just say, I'm looking for another play. Yeah, he was unshame. And then if he is homeless, I do feel bad for him because it's not a good look. But obviously, if he stayed in a hotel, that's a blessing because there's some people can't afford to stay in no hotels because it's expensive. Excuse me, them extended stays is expensive. They're not cheap. This is like to stay in that city state, you probably like some of them places like $1,400, $1,500 a month. That's not cheap. They says, okay, we don't know where life can take us. Yeah, you never know. That's why I was like, treat people well because you never know when you're in the bind. And that's what I said, when I go live on YouTube, I'm gonna be more sincere, not being mean to the subscribers and everything. And then the lady said, I'm so happy that Wiley's on his mess. He's doing so well. I'm so happy. I'm like, well, thank you. Just come on over to the Wiley Show. We're gonna talk about some more stuff because it's been kind of dry a little bit. It's been kind of dry a little bit. But these celebrities, they'll be dry. Then tomorrow, a story will break. Well, I can't wait till I get a story in the middle of the night and Prada call me, Wiley, hop on live. This is going on. I'm like, okay. I can't wait to get one of them calls. The thing he is using his subs and not being honest. Well, he got to be honest with his people. It's better telling the truth than people finding out you're lying. Things can happen. I know people who were well off that lost it all. Yeah, and then some of the time the celebrities that we look up to that don't have it like that. I remember Fantasia did an interview and she said, you got it. She said, you don't know that. She said, I lost everything twice. That a lot of people know how to look good and keep up the facades look good, but they're broke. That's how a lot of these artists, this is no shade. I'm not talking about nobody, that they go on these tours like that. And have you
Facts.
noticed like a lot of these artists, they be up in age, they can't hardly move because they live by check to check. They live these expensive lifestyle and they try to recoup the
Allegedly,
money
you're
by
a
going on tour.
billionaire, but you're supposed to be a billionaire, but you always on tour. I don't understand.
That's so true. That's so true. And they be living by check to check. So when that pandemic happened, it hurt a lot of people in the entertainment industry. And then a lot of them try to run to YouTube, become YouTube stars, and it won't work because I'm like, they were so boring and dry. I'm like, child, they tried their best to run
I'm
over to become a
weak.
YouTuber.
Because how you trying to you're trying to do two things at once that don't make any sense. You're trying to portray that you're better than normal people, but you're trying to appeal to normal people at the same time. What are you doing?
That's right. It says, see, the thing is, he is a narcissist. And he talks so much about people. He has to look. He has to look better than everyone, and he's not. Okay. And a lot of people have a whole lot of stuff to say about him. I know he went over to Twitch. He be talking about. I don't even watch his Twitch because the only people that I watch on Twitch is Constantine.
A successful person.
Yeah, I watch him because it's not he's not dragging nobody. It's just about his life and
Him and his friends having
him
fun.
and his friends having fun because they was doing something today. We was doing like a talent show. It looked like they was doing a talent show. And I was over there watching a little bit of it. I said, "Oh no, I got to watch the show because Prada's already in the DM talk about where you at." And I'm up here getting caught up watching somebody on Twitch
Woo!
because I
I
get
sent
caught
you a
up.
story about uh Kai Cenat, or I'm sorry, Travis Hunter signed to Kai Cenat's amp.
Tonight, yeah,
Yeah,
I saw that he was encouraging people to go to
yeah,
Target. I'm like, what? I didn't even. I just found out that they have some body washes like it's like body
yeah.
wash or something. I just found that out like a week ago. I'm
Sure
like, and
did.
it's good. It's good that they try to cater to that demographic because a lot of
Yeah,
people haven't been going to Target like that.
right.
They say it sounds like he doesn't have good sense when he calls people poor. If he told me that, I would tell him, "Ain't no secret because I'm sure not rich." Okay, all right, all right, all right.
But the way that he's living and moving would indicate that he is poor. I just don't understand, like, what is the point and purpose of hopping on the internet to drag people because they said that they're homeless and they don't have a job or whatever? Like, what are you getting from that? When
That's
it's
facts.
obvious that you have some type of mental health disorder that you're refusing to get checked out. But you're trying to drag Wiley because he's currently at a shelter, but he's on his medication. He's getting his life together. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's not sitting
Facts.
on the internet lying about his life and lying about what he has going on with a green screen behind him.
That is so true. That is so true. That is so
So
true.
though him and his supporters are trying to drag you, it's still not making his situation any better.
It's not. It's not. And I'm just. You got to keep it real.
You're still not in Hollywood. Those people still don't want anything to do with you.
Yeah, he said that he was successful and he had these meetings. He
I
always
asked around, nobody knows him.
and then he said he needed money for acting school because he was going to acting school. Then when I was seeing some of the clips, I'm like, you're not a good actor. When I was seeing some of his reels, some of his work that he was doing, when when you go to acting school, they have you record some of your reels and
Yeah, you do a
everything. And I
demo
said,
reel.
yeah, I said it wasn't that convincing to me. That I'm just giving my opinion. I'm just giving my opinion. It's no shade. It just was. I'm like, this is not the best that I've seen. I'm like, okay. I'm just saying. But yeah, but I'm just so glad that product came on. And you guys, I'm gonna be back live tomorrow. If something pop off, we'll be back live tomorrow. They say it ain't nothing to drag Wiley about. What is the trials and tribulations people could go through? Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
That is so true. I'm just so glad to be back on here with y'all. He ain't he not in acting
Right.
school. He did one or two
Natalia
classes.
Dragon. Natalia.
Cause he said I will not forget it. He said, and they stole my ideas in Hollywood. I told them white folks about what was it that football show,
All American.
All American, and they stole my whole idea. I'm like, if you was that smart to have the idea, why didn't you protect it?
Right.
Because he make it seem like he's so smart. He make it seem like he can sue people. He make it seem like he can do depositions, all that. Why did you not protect your idea if you and all that? Or why you didn't do it yourself? Get some cameras, go out and get some funding and do your own idea. Why would you even tell Netflix? I think he said he told Netflix on some network they stole his idea. I said I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. Whatever, whomever he's around is going to be over before it starts. That's true. They say he's delusional.
Right.
He'll be back tomorrow dragging me. I don't even watch it. I have to catch the replay.
Why
He'll
are
be
you
back and then falling asleep on Twitch. I make more views on Twitch, making more money than I would do on YouTube. But you still post on YouTube. Who cares? Like he say this stuff like week care. It's okay. If you're on Twitch, congratulations.
Wait. Wait.
Good God, night.
Somebody had left a comment on one of the videos. They was like, "You still here? You still on YouTube?"
Still YouTube. He
Like,
make it
just
seem
cut it out. Like, just stop. Really.
he made it seem like we was going like, oh no, please come back, come back, come back. No,
Then I
they
guess he was trying to drag the people who follow you and AT2, talking about y'all just be following behind these people because we want to. How you mad? Because we want. How are you mad that we're watching somebody's channel?
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Well, thank you so very much, Prada, for coming on. I'm gonna finish watching my Blue Bloods. I gotta finish watching that. I'm on season 4, and I'm gonna finish watching that. And thank you, Prada, for coming on. Thank you for all you do and sending me
Yay.
stories. And I can't wait till you send me a story and it goes viral, and then we can sit on here and celebrate.
I wish you had posted that one story I sent you like a year ago when nobody knew about it.
It's about Denzel's son, the daughter.
No comment.
Oh, no comment. We're not gonna say that. Okay, no comment. He loves to discuss people's family. That lets me know. He
Yeah,
definitely
like, why
talking
are you
about
making
himself.
up stories about people's moms and uncles? Really? Him and Storm did that. Like, is that what y'all have going on in y'all's family?
What? Did you see right here? They say he got caught buying views before.
I'm weak.
By the screenshot he put up on his first channel. What? And it's easy to buy views because there's so many sites. I remember I showed y'all it's so many sites, and I'm like, a lot of people be buying views. Like, it's
And
crazy.
subscribers.
And subscribers. Child. All right. Thank you again for coming on.
Mm-hmm.
Little black boy,
Hi,
you
y'all.
beautiful. Bye. Little black girl, you enough. One time to get home, remember to put God first. If you want to donate to the channel, it's Wiley Show 1990. Wiley Show 1990 on Cash App. Thank you so very much, and I love you, and I will talk to y'all soon. Thank you, Tasha. Thank you so much. See y'all next time.